Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me, it's the first time you're seeing my face. Hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's gonna be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in. The continued support, really do appreciate it. So today for you, as you can see, it's for the day's title of the video is my August TBR. I will be doing, I know I haven't done a monthly wrap up in a while, but you will be seeing a July wrap up. Trying to get back on track with those. Yeah, reading slump just kind of carried over a little bit more. But we're gonna dive right into August, because I have got a very busy month this month. My daughter starts volleyball this month. We have to get all of her appointments going before school. She starts school, and we have a wedding this month. So a lot of stuff all jam-packed and kind of filtered in between there. But I do have some free time and some long car trips coming up because of some of those events. So hopefully I'll get some good reading in. So my TBR, as normal, is kind of hefty, but what else are you gonna expect from me? Okay, guys, it's just the way of the beast, how it goes. So if you'd like to see what's gonna be consuming my time this month, at least my free time anyway, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, let's get talking some books. Okay, so as all my previous TBRs, I have broken this down to categories, kind of keep it a little bit organized. So we're gonna dive right in. My first off is my carryover reads. This is a read that I have already started, and so that's why it's actually being carried over, and that is The Witcher, The Last Witch by Andrzej Sapkowski. This book I am doing something special with. I'm doing a discussion video with my husband, as he has read this book. We don't know how this is gonna work out. To be perfectly honest, guys, I don't know how it's gonna work out, so we're just kind of feeling it out. So as I'm reading it, I'm trying to keep notes and questions to ask in that video and stuff like that, because it's not gonna be a traditional review, but do keep your eyes peeled for that one. You guys have wanted to see a little bit more of my husband, so he's gonna make an appearance with The Witcher. It's gonna be a good time. The next books are carryovers, but they aren't carryovers as I've already started, because I haven't started them yet. And those are my previously recommended TBR jar reviewer recs from you guys, and these are the ones I haven't got to. The first one is by M. Never, and it's owned, and it looks like this. So I will be trying to get to this one and getting that review up, along with It Ain't Me Babe by Tilly Cole. I don't remember which months these are belonging to anymore, guys. I think this one might have been May, owned might have been June, and then also I have Ring Around the Rosie by L.A. Fior and Anthony Dwayne. So I will try to get to these this month. And because of that, I am actually not doing a TBR rec poll this month. So these are my TBR recs, so I can try to get these out to you guys, because you did recommend these to me. And so far I've had a really good luck with every single book that I've gotten from that jar. So I'm really excited about all three of these. So I definitely want to get to them. So there we go. So I've got those three kind of carrying over, but not at the same time, because I haven't even started them yet. It's great. It's good times. This month, I only have one read-along. I am not participating in any other read-alongs this month. I know there's a big romance read-along, I think, going on, and I was going to participate in it, but looking at everything I had going on this month and everything I was kind of behind on, I decided to bow out. So the only read-along I have going on this month is mine, and that's the ABCs of Love read-along that I do with Jenn over the Book Refuge, and I'll link her down below. And for this month, we are reading P and Q. We are minding our P's and Q's this month, so funny how that works out. So the first book is Pursued by Andrea Johnson, and the second one is Quintessentially the One by Alethea Romig. Althea, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name. But Pursued is a small town police officer and stalking rec, along with Quintessentially One is a secret baby small town second chance rec with tropes. The live show for these two will be on September 1st, as it is the first day of September, but it's also a Friday. And the last Friday of the month, I was going to be out of town. So we are just going to do on September 1st. And then there will be another live show in September at the end of the month for September's books. So just to be warned about that. And I believe it is 7:30 on my channel. Don't hold me to the time. It's right here on this little card. I just don't remember off the top of my head what time it is. It's usually 7:30 Central Time. So if it doesn't match, go with what the card says. And all these graphics were made by Jenn. She's amazing. You all know I love her. But we're getting towards the end of this read along, guys. I am kind of pumped. Last month was, well, it was last month. We had a decent one, and then we went kind of back to the duds. So hopefully these will, I don't know, hopefully these will be more promising. Jenn has heard of both of these authors. I have not heard of either one of these authors. So that'll be a nice, interesting dynamic for the discussion for sure. So you definitely want to check that out. And if you can get these are on Kindle Unlimited, so you can check them out and read along with us. Now for my book clubs, I have my personal book club, which is the Red Witch and Bitchin' Book Club that I have with my girlfriends, and we are meeting September 2nd, the first Saturday in September, but it's for the August book because of just the way the days of the week are falling in August. And the book that was picked by our club member Melly, she picked The Three Body Problem by, and I'm gonna say this name fucking wrong, Lu Xian or Xian Lu. I don't know if you say them the reverse way. I'm not quite for sure. I'll have to get clarification on that from her. But this is the start of, I believe, a quartet, and it's like a sci-fi work, and it's also a Chinese translation. So this is going to be really, really interesting and really different for our book club. It's starting to formulate. Each member has kind of their own kind of unique picks. I tend to be the historicals. One Cassie seems to pick more of the Native American, more witchier Rex, more magical Rex, more kind of mythology Rex. We have another one that's kind of drifting more towards like romantic horror. And then we have Shayla, who just picks whatever the fuck she wants, and we know it's going to be dirty and smutty. Yeah. So yeah, we have a nice little conglomeration going, but I'm really excited about this one because it's a translated work, and translated works are always a good time. They are usually hit or miss with me, and I've never read a Chinese translated work. I've read a Spanish, a French, an Italian, but I've never read a Chinese one. So this will be a first time for me, and I'm excited, but I have zero fucking idea what this is about. I read the synopsis to my husband. It sounded interesting, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember what it was about. But I do know it's the start of a quartet. So, yeah. And a physical copy will be coming because I'll be reading it physically, because that's what I'd like to do with my book club books. My next book club is the Black Hat Book Coven, which is a book club that I have here through YouTube with some other lovely booktubers, Becky over BeckXReads, Laura at A Book Circus, and Kaylani at Kaylani Simply Me. We started this book club to read series and then discuss the entire series in a live show. But last month's book kind of bombed. And so it was kind of a mutual decision that we were all just going to just not continue with that series, at least with the book club. If we wanted to on our own, we could. So we decided to try to find some other witchier Rex, and Becky came across a few. And the one that was picked for this month was Olivia Blake's One for My Enemy. I have fuck all idea what this book's about. None. I just like this cover. That's why I voted for this one first. So, yeah, but we will be having a live show / reading sprint on August 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. So we will be discussing The Witch's Lament by Kathy Walker, which was our book from last month, and then starting a reading sprint for this book, or possibly talking about it full if all the girls have read it. So keep your eyes peeled, put it on your calendars, we'll be good, and visit me on the 27th. I believe that is a Sunday, and but good times. Good times had by all. The next book I have, I will be doing a full book review on, as it is a Readsy Discovery book. I have really, really good luck with these books. The lowest score I've given is a 3 on Readsy Discovery books, and most of them have been 5s, almost all of them 5s. I mean, their caliber of books on that program is phenomenal. You can see my link. It's in my down box below, so you can go to my page there if you'd like to follow me and support me there too. You're more than welcome to. But one book stuck out to me when my new listing of books came through, and this was Finding Home, Hungary in 1945 by Dean Sykon, I think is how you say his name. This is a World War II historical fiction about a girl who was released from Auschwitz and goes back to her home and is trying to get reacclimated to her environment after the townspeople that basically turned her in, now have taken over her home and her life, and she ends up having to work in her childhood home as a maid. And so she trades cleaning services for piano lessons or practicing on the piano that used to be hers. So I love the idea. I love historical fiction. It is one of my favorite genres of all time, and I have been really feeling it lately. Like, I want to start digging back into it. I've been eyeballing those a lot more than romances lately, which is surprising. So when I saw this one, it just kind of hit me. It reminded me of The Pianist, the film, starring Adrian Brody, which, if you've not seen that film, you should really go to watch it. It's fucking fire. It's so good. It's completely captivating. If you can see it on a big screen, if you ever get a chance to see it on a big screen, it's amazing. Its cinematic quality is fantastic. But it reminded me so much of it. It just had that feel to it. So I really wanted to check this one out and give it a shot. And you'll be seeing a full book review on this in August, as that's part of the deal with my Readsy Discovery books. The next book that I plan on getting to was released in June or July, and it is on order. It's being sent to me. I'm super excited, and that is Game of Gods by Scarlett St. Clair, the third installment to the Hades saga, which is Hades' interpretation of the Touch of Darkness series. This installment happens to be Hades' perspective of a touch of malice. Yes, a touch of malice. This is Hades' perspective of that book. And I'm really, really excited because Touch of Chaos, which is Hades and Persephone's perspectives combined, and the final installment to this epic fucking series of a Hades and Persephone retelling, is coming out in November. So I definitely need to get this read so I can be prepared for that one, because I am not missing that one. I have read the entirety of this series up to this point. When I get this one, everything will be read. And I absolutely adore this series. I'm a sucker for Hades and Persephone retelling. You all know this. It's pretty fucking obvious. So I definitely, as soon as it came out, pre-ordered. It's on its way to me. Yeah, there you go. Those are all the books that I am planning on reading. The only real free reading book is the Scarlett St. Clair book, but I will be trying to pick up some other ones, as I always do. I did get some new Audible books that seem really intriguing, so I hopefully we'll be able to give one of those a shot this month. But I definitely want to focus on getting some of my Reader Rex books out to you guys. So that's what I'm going to be hardcore focusing on the most this month, is getting those books that have promised reviews out to you guys, so you can see them, you can see my reactions, you can hear my thoughts, because you guys wanted to know, and I want to talk to you about them, because some of these sound fucking dope. Fucking dope. They really do, and I'm really, really excited. But because I have a lot of books that are getting reviews this month, and I'm not really doing a lot of free choice reading books, I wanted to still offer you an option. And I'm not doing my TBR poll this month. I wanted to give you guys some kind of creativity with my videos this month. So I'm giving you an option of 4 videos that you will get to see this month. I will post these in my community tab, but I'm going to talk about them now so you can kind of explain what they are, because I'm only given a very small blurb, and sometimes I feel like maybe my titles aren't really conveying what I want all the time. So here are the choices, and they will be listed in my community tab. So go vote there, because those are the votes that I'm going to count. So if you comment here, that's fantastic. Just make sure you go to the community tab, because that's where I'm going to be pulling the majority of them from. So please. So the video choices are a Bookish Rants Part 2, but historical fiction genre. I did a Bookish Pet Peeves romance genre. I will link it up here in the corner for you guys if you'd like to go see that and kind of get reacclimated what my Bookish Pet Peeves are. But this is my Bookish Pet Peeves Part 2, but historical fiction. So everything that I have issues with in historical fiction books. It's one of my favorite genres, so I definitely have some issues in it, as well as loves. So the next one is a video on historical fiction recs. This is not a specific time period. This is not a specific country. This is just historical fiction recs that I really, really enjoy, that I think if you are trying to want to get in historical fiction, or you're wanting some historical fiction, these are some good ones to try, at least in my opinion. So that's what these recs would be. So they're kind of across the gambit of history. I have English, Scottish, American. I have some Italian. I have a lot of WASP. Historical fiction, at least in my collection right now. So if that seems interesting, make sure you go vote for it. The next one is an idea that I've actually got from my, when I did my giveaway. I asked what you guys would like to see more from, and somebody gave this idea and I thought it was really, really cool. So you're gonna get a choice of either one of these two videos. You can either see a video of me reacting to negative reviews of my favorite books. I will pick 5 books that I absolutely adore, and I will go on Goodreads and read negative reviews, and you will see my reactions and my disagreements with them, because we know that's going to happen. Or you can choose to see a reaction to positive reviews for books that I hated. So books that I've given like 2 or below stars, or I have chastised in videos, and I will select about 5 of those and I will do the same thing, but I will be reading positive reviews and being like, what is wrong with you? How can you think this? And all that other stuff. So if any of those videos sound interesting, please go vote on my community tab. It will be uploaded the same day this video is going up. So it will be there, and I will pick the winner on my weekly wrap up on Sunday, August 7th. Yes, August 7th. Which will be my first weekly wrap up in August. And that's when I'll announce the winner of that video, and then you guys will get to see it. So that is what I've got for you guys this month. Most of them are e-reads, or they're not in yet. So here's my pile. Ta-da. Merry Christmas to me. And I will see you guys all soon with another video. Bye, guys.